This is Carrie Lam. She is the head of the government in Hong Kong. But not for long. She announced that she will not run for a second 5-year term in office, putting an end to her 42-year-long career in government service.
換句話說咧，我將喺今年6月30日就完成咗行政長官5年嘅任期，並且咧將會正式結束我長達42年嘅政府服務生涯。
Hong Kong isn't a usual democracy. China is not just its neighbor, but also has decisive control over the regime. Mainland China and Hong Kong complement each other economically, but have political differences. Hong Kong was once a British colony. In 1898, Britain negotiated a major land expansion of Hong Kong colony and signed a 99-year-long lease with China. The lease ended in 1997, at which time Britain returned Hong Kong to China as a special administrative region. A mini constitution called the Basic Law was enshrined. The Basic Law paves way for China and Hong Kong's one country, two systems. Under this doctrine, there would only be one China, but Hong Kong can govern itself and have an independent system where it can have its own governmental, legal, economic and financial system for a period of at least 50 years. So while China has a communist system, Hong Kong has a limited democracy. A chief executive is the head of Hong Kong but is accountable to mainland China. A chief executive has a term of 5 years and a person can serve a maximum of 2 consecutive terms here. Since 1997, when the Chinese retook control of that region, there have been 4 chief executive officers. Even though they have elections, the 7.4 million people of the city have no say in choosing their heads. In fact, an election committee that majorly consists of pro-Beijing supporters elect the head. Fed up with the farce of democracy, citizens had taken to the streets in pro-democracy protests, also commonly known as the Umbrella Revolution, in 2014, again in 2019. The Hong Kong elections were scheduled for March, but owing to the pandemic, are now pushed to May 8th. Lam had been sworn in by President Xi Jinping in 2017, marking the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China. Lam has left behind a legacy of divisive leaders. She didn't let pro-democracy candidates stand in the elections. Various activists and even lawmakers were arrested, and even wearing certain t-shirts or singing songs could land them in jail. A new race for the chief executive officer's seat has now begun. Though there aren't any official announcements yet, former leader Loong Chun Ying could make a comeback. Other contenders mentioned by the local media include the city's financial secretary, Paul Chan. Hong Kong's deputy leader, former police officer John Lee, has also signaled his intention to run for elections. But even as elections roll on, the future of democracy in Hong Kong remains uncertain.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today NewsMo.